Referee down! Referee down! They got out of the way and the referee is down on the mat.
It has to continue. It's for the belt. It's for the belt. Get out of here! No. The match has to continue. It's for the belt. Get out of here! It's for the belt. Get out of here!
Donnie St. Michael in the ring. He's being ordered out of the ring. Donnie St. Michael just threw the belt to Ash Riot. What are we seeing here?
What's
Donnie
going on?
St. Michael has just thrown the belt to Ash. Spear! Ash Riot taking the advantage from that belt shot. Went for the cover and no! 2 count! 2 count only. Even after the shot with the belt, even after the spear, that is only a 2 count. And what the hell is Donnie St. Michael doing out here?
Ash Riot's just taking out the referee.
Has absolutely no business being a part of this match. The referee is down. Ash Riot again with the belt. Donnie St. Michael is coming into the ring. Oh, are you kidding me?
No!
Are you kidding me?
Don't do
St.
it!
Michael, I guess the new commissioner has declared himself referee. Frog splash, 2 and a 3 for God's sake.
Today is a dark day for PWA.
New champion!
Ash Riot, what's he done? He's done you. He's sold out, Mark. He's sold out.
And you, PWA International Champion, Ash Riot! Take a good look! Hold the power. Sit on your hands, Ladies and gentlemen, making his way towards the ringside area, being accompanied, dancing there, no need for the moon group now, accompanied by D-Star, accompanied by Soul. This is of course the new commissioner, the new general manager, if you will.
May I please introduce myself. Ladies and gentlemen, I am your now great soon hope. I am the new commissioner. I am Donnie St. Michael. Come on, give it up for the new commissioner. Mark, don't cheer for me. I don't want your applause. I want his applause. I want his applause.
I'm special. Shut your mouth.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Williamson squirmed and he cried and he pled like a woman. Yeah, that's right, like you. But ladies and gentlemen, that wasn't the biggest story of last show. The biggest story of last show. May I introduce the new PWA International Champion, Ash Riot!
You are. Come on, that's it, come on. That's right, you champ. Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ash Riot, the new PWA International Champion, Ash Riot, the man who defeated AJ Istria Don't you cheer for him. Don't you cheer for him. He doesn't deserve your cheer. He's a low-down son of a bitch, alright? He's a low-down son of a bitch. It was the plan all along.
Istria! Istria!
It was the plan all along. When Istria approached this man, this man approached me. Ash Riot knew the score. He knew the score. He knew how to get ahead. I took Istria to the top. He turned his back on me. I took him to the top.
Show us when your pretty new tights when Tommy touched you.
Hey, how about you show me your fruity new tights?
Yeah.
First of all, for the guy who booked 2 seats for himself, you can't talk.
Now I don't want to wrestle in front of 16 people because quite frankly none of you deserve it.
What?
I can.
Jake,
What?
you're going to have a lot of problems when you're older, and I can tell.
What?
Run your face.
What?
Stay in your
What?
chair. Shut your
Now,
mouth.
as I was saying, I did not sell out. I did what was right for one person, and that was myself. Because I was sick and tired of being Ash Riot. Yeah, everybody loves Ash Riot, doesn't he? Because I injured myself for you people. I gave 3 years of my life to this company. I wrestled in the state. I lost friends. I burned bridges. All for nothing. Because all you people would cheer for me. All you people would sit on your hands. You pay your $10, but you wouldn't rehab my elbow. You wouldn't take the pain. You would just sit there and say stupid stuff.
Shut your mouth. Like, shut your mouth. Come on.
Now tonight, there is no number 1 contender because there is no one better than the champ. Shut up. Hey, if I'm gonna look like that when I know that, I'd be really afraid. Hey,
not even a comeback.
Shut up. Now, speaking of AJ Istria, everyone's favorite athlete, I played that guy like a fool because he thought he'd win your respect, but I thought I'd take what little he was, and that wasn't his abs, it wasn't his gymnastics, it was this man and this faction.
That's
And
right,
AJ
that's right.
Istria will never ever get a title shot as long as I'm the champ.
And I'm commissioner. Get away! I don't want you. I'm commissioned. I'm boss. I'm commissioned. I'm boss. I don't want you in this ring. Get out of my ring. I'm boss. Get out. You're lucky you got a job.
First of all, I know for a fact you're never going to fire me because I know how this game works. You're all going to start to surround me, here you go. Then eventually, you're going to threaten to fire me to try and, take me off my game. But really you're not going to because you just want to see me get the living crap kicked out of me. And likewise, everyone would like to see everyone here beat the living crap out of you. But Hey, unfortunately, we can't, have everyone here, we can't get him, we can't get her to come in here and slap you, so I guess, some way, somehow, I'm gonna have to make sure that I'm gonna do it for them.
I could take you. Come in. Oh, I will.
No disrespect.
There was a bit of disrespect. Huge disrespect.
Shut your mouth.
I'm the boss. Don't talk to me like that.
Shut up, Donnie!
First of all, if anybody should get a title shot around here, it should be me. Because first of all, you did not pin me, and you did not pin me. So neither of you.
Go around my waist, you stupid bitch.
Who's the champ? Who's the champ? Hey, look at the belt.
So,
who's the champ?
I want a title shot tonight.
You want to watch it?
Oh, yes!
These guys be any more boring. This is boring me to tears. I'm gonna save this segment right now. I don't suck. I am the greatest champion in this company's history.
Who's the current champ?
Let's look at this realistically. Would you have faced him for the belt if it was not for me kicking this guy's ass
They already had the
in
match.
November? No. And let me ask you, who beat you in a tag team death match in December? The answer to all of these is
Me.
no, it is me. I am the man that built this company with my blood, my sweat, my tears, and you fat, gross, repugnant pig.
Hey, I'm committed.
Hey, that's not very nice.
I wasn't talking to you, I'm talking to the guy with the belt overweight. But you have to give me a title shot because I deserve it. And not you, not you, not you, not you.
All right, I'm getting the picture here, I am sick and tired of already my first night on the job, I am sick and tired of your bitching and moaning and whining and crying. You blinked! And whinging. So you know what? You don't deserve a title shot. You don't deserve a title shot, so you're going to have to prove yourself. You're going to have to prove yourself. And you're going to have to prove yourself. So you know what? Tomorrow night, you are going to wrestle you. You are going to wrestle you. And you are going to wrestle you in a round robin tournament. And the better man will get a title shot. I promise. So you already know your match tonight, so get backstage. I don't want you in here anymore. See you later, all right? No. You don't deserve it, You're out here calling my boys fat pigs and stuff. They're not fat pigs.
I did it first.
No, you're the fat
I got it first.
Hey, that guy just said your
Come on.
I think
That's like already calling Mark Davis fat in October.
get out of here, get out. The show has to go on, so get out, get
Hey,
out.
one more thing. Not that I play up to you people, but let's hear it. Donnie's back. Donnie's back. Donnie's back. Say it!
So is Mason! So is Mason! So is Mason!
Me and my abs are leaving,
You don't
cameraman.
even know who your opponent is tonight. Robbie's still out here. You should be out my belt. I told you what you're going to do in the title shot, alright? I told you what you're going to do. So go backstage, do your little warm-ups, do your little Cuban dances and stuff. Get backstage and get prepared for your match, alright? Prepare for your match. See you later. Come on. See you later. See you. Can you tell me who's the champ, by the way? I don't know. Can you tell me? I know it was you at one stage, but I don't know who it is now. Can you tell me? Can you tell me, please? See you later. Come on. The show has to go on. Come on, you're angry. Everybody knows it. See you later. All right. And you, Istria, you. I have a special match for you tonight, alright? I have a special match for you. But you know what? Just wait 1 second.
What's going on here?
Well, I guess Donnie St. Michael has made a match, and this match is going to be the Ultimate Athlete AJ Istria going one-on-ones here against Seoul. Donnie St. Michael, in his new role as commissioner, has, I guess, started this match.
I'm still confused.
Well, I think after that sprawling epic, that John Huston style epic there to start off the show there, which had more characters than How the West Was Won, it's no wonder that you're confused out there, Johnny Lucas. But you want to talk about confusion, I think we're looking at it there in the face of Seoul right now, as AJ Istria has taken the advantage quickly there. Shoulder block now from the Ultimate Athlete as well.
Quick takedowns, running him off, picking him up for a body slam, dropping him down off the ropes. Oh, big time leg drop.
Ash Riot and Donnie St. Michael both still at ringside. I think D-Star's still out there as well.
He's hiding down there somewhere. He doesn't travel too far away from Donnie St. Michael.
Throws him off, dives through into D-Star. Does AJ Istria. D-Star down there. I was about to say D-Star, sort of the tattoo, I guess, of the new Assassin squad, as it were now. That's going to take a bit of getting used to in itself.
Can I just refer to it as Nas still?
Yeah, sure.
Sweet. Interesting note just to make out, Mr. J. As soon as...
Come on, we can see him. We could see...
Stroke!
We've got a stroke! Look at Donnie St. Michael. I haven't seen Donnie St. Michael this excited since, well, last month when he became commissioner and did that celebratory thing with the girls and the back.
We shall never speak of that again, Mr. J.
I guess not. I guess that's
My
something...
eyes still refuse to open all the way.
Big kick right between the shoulder blades there of AJ Istria from Seoul. Seoul running through now, coming through, getting up speed. Oh, running through there.
For the pin, 1, 2. Oh, close call right there. AJ Istria just on instincts.
Donnie St. Michael is very happy with the way things are going right now. Sure, he would have been much happier if that was a 3 count, but still very happy to see his man, the sensation of the nation, in control.
That he is, AJ Istria. He's trying to get the crowd behind him. This has been a big 12 months for AJ Istria.
Well, former international champion, #1 rated Australian wrestler ever in the PWI 500. He's wrestled all over the country. He has offers from all over the world. Certainly 2010 is going to be a big, big year for the Ultimate Athlete. Belt or not, it is going to be a huge year for this man.
Yes, success is just going to keep on going for that man. D-Star on the outside doing something weird like he usually does. Oh, German keeping the bridge. Oh.
2 count only, about 2.5 there though from that.
2 3/4 roughly, give or take. New referees a little bit shaky on some edge.
Oh, AJ went for the clothesline. Seoul ducked underneath, pulling that top rope down. AJ Istria to the outside, and look at D-Star coming over now, just dropping down with those big boot stomps.
Those are some massive stomps there. Look at the way he wails his arm like a gay fag.
Donnie St. Michael comes over, does very little, dances away.
What?
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. How's that?
Did he just... I don't even want to know what Donnie St. Michael's doing right now.
Donnie St. Michael slapping one of the ringside attendants.
What a big man.
Only in stature, though.
Yeah, well, not even
Only
really
in
in stature.
circumference.
Yeah, width. He's got some good width.
He's got good width happening.
Height, not quite.
Going for the cover. Only a 2 count there once again. Still far too early to count out AJ Istria at this point in time.
Oh, that goes for both men. Both men very well conditioned. Both the premier athletes.
Hanging him up over the top rope there, then following it up with a quick kick to the chest. Chops down with that big knee right to the back of the head. Just sends him over that top and right down hard on the mat.
Massive knee drop there. So close. That was so close to a 3. Once again, the instincts of AJ Istria.
Donnie St. Michael's life has certainly been one big party since that match last month that saw him become the commissioner here at PWA Queensland.
I believe the stripper economy in Brisbane has just risen due to the excitement that Donnie St. Michael has. Going for a suplex, rolling through.
Snaps him over, hits it hard. Standing him up. No, reversal there from Istria.
backdrop. Oh, right on his neck.
Almost a backdrop driver there, dropping him straight back on that back of the head and neck. But AJ Istria has taken some punishment out there, and he is slow to recover and slow to take advantage of it.
Trying to get some movement back into his body, as you can tell by lifting his hand, clenching the fist, just trying to get some blood, trying to get everything going again. Oh!
Big kick to the chest once again with those educated feet there.
I've been behind those kicks. They are not nice. They are foul, they leave bruises.
Educated feet, as we said. One has a degree in computer science and the other some sort of certificate in home economics, I believe. Irish whipped off though, caught him belly to belly over the top throw. AJ Istria is just using this match as an excuse to show out his repertoire of suplexes tonight. Supplays, if Gordon Soley happens to be listening.
Supplay, very nice, Mr. J.
Did you like the way I brought out the French?
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Don't stop, Mr. J. Don't stop.
AJ Istria runs in, goes over, kick to the back of the head, staggers Sol. Sol staggers to the middle of the ring. AJ up on the top rope, waiting for him to come back. Big cross body off the top, goes for the cover, 2.5 count. You saw right there, Ash Riot and D-Star both trying to get involved.
So close there, Mr. J. I swear he had it right there.
Oh, big
time
kick.
Super kick. Rolling out of the 10,000 Blazing Soul attack. Roll up.
Is that a three? Is that a three? That was the three. AJ Istria, after suffering defeat, after suffering that loss of the international title, AJ Istria garners some level of revenge with a win over the new Assassin Squad, well, shall we say, founding member Sol.
This match is for the PWA Underground Championship. Introducing first the reigning PWA Underground Champion. He stands at 6'1", a member of the Resistance, Zero.
Long-term underground champion, Zero in the ring already. This is a man who surprised a lot of people in 2009. He went out there and performed strong against some top-level opponents. And tonight, well, shall we say, he's got his work cut out for him with one of the top performers in the country.
Oh, I've been in the ring with Zero. I've been in the ring with Carlo Cannon. This is going to be a match of epic proportions. Rising star of last year, Carlo Cannon, well notified. Both men have travelled Canada, held titles all over the world. This is going to be one of the premier matches we're going to see this year. Match of the year, I'm calling it, Mr. J.
Come on, baby!
PWA Queensland, not only where the country, it's where the world comes to wrestle. Carlo freaking Cannon back here in PWA Queensland.
And it's a good sight to see him back.
He's been making a name for himself all over the country. He's been making a name for himself all over the internet, on YouTube and various other places.
He gets more hits than I do, Mr. J.
He's been on TV shows, on network TV, and he's certainly been all over. Well, shall we say, he's not exactly what we would call a fan favourite in Perth.
Yeah, no, I've heard he's not that well received over there for some reason. Something about stealing tag titles and going elsewhere.
And keeping them in Melbourne, I believe, was the idea.
Yes.
But this match, I believe, is for the Underground Championship.
Show of respect there. Just what we would expect from these two fine athletes.
Certainly, I think we're going to be seeing a fast-paced match between these two. Both of these men, I guess, with a lot to prove to the other. Carlo Cannon, he's out there and is always at 100% whenever I see him. I have not seen this guy ever have a bad night. But Zero is just at that point now where he's looking to be, I guess, to put himself into that upper echelon of PWA Queensland. He's looking to put himself on a level with to be perceived as a main event star. And he's one of those guys that certainly has the potential, certainly has the skills to do that. He's sort of had a bit of sort of unlucky breaks here and there along 2009, 2010, looking to be a big year for him though.
You can breathe now, Mr. J. You can breathe. Arm reversals here as Carlo Cannon takes down Zero, drops the leg over his arm, holds him in an arm bar. Just working that arm. Zero trying to figure a way out, but Carlo Cannon changes it into a headlock. Pushing him back off to the ropes. Carlo Cannon back. Big time shoulder block.
The chocolate thunder there hits home and takes Zero down to the mat. Zero leapfrogs over the top, catches him through. Big hip toss, Beal throw if you will.
I think there's a jerk in his knee or with Zero with that leapfrog over. Doesn't clear it like he usually does. But Zero leapfrogging over there out of the corner over Carlo. Waistlock spinning it around himself. Zero holding onto the ropes. He's not going to get into a kind of row from there.
Oh, caught him there. He looked like he was trying to springboard off that second rope there. Carlo Cannon caught him, hung him up there, then came up with that kick right to the back that has him hanging up there like yesterday's laundry. And let me tell you, it's been very hot here in Queensland, so that laundry doesn't look good.
It still stinks, Mr. J. We're in the middle of a drought, so there's no water too.
Oh, right on the point of the chin was that drop kick from Carlo freaking Cannon.
Picture perfect there, Mr. J. I know how painful that drop kick is. I chipped my tooth from it one time.
I thought you got your tooth chipped on purpose like Brad Pitt.
That too. There was just more of a convenience this way. Oh! Kick to the back there from Carlo Cannon.
And then one to the front just to even it up. Goes over for the cover.
So close there. Still can't count out Zero. Jumping elbow right there.
A lot of power behind that. That was pretty much his full body weight coming down right into the chest there of Zero, driving the air, driving the life out of the lungs there. He's going to certainly try and make him. He's been working those kicks to the back there, driving the air out of him, now working on the chest as well. He's just going out of the way to gas him now, I believe.
Zero switching it around there, taking Carlo down. Oh!
Ran through with the knees to the head. Carlo Cannon there, favouring the head there. Trying to cover up in case he comes back. Going for the cover now is Zero. 2 count only, far too early in the day to count out Carlo Cannon.
Big elbow there to the back of the head of Carlo Cannon.
There's a lot of ladies around this country that refer to Carlo Cannon as the 60-minute man, and it's not only for his prowess in a wrestling ring, Johnny Lucas.
I've heard 62, but give or take, I guess.
That's with ring intros. That's with intros. 62.
It always comes in. Zero so close there. Carlo Cannon still a little bit on the ball, not quite able to drop down yet.
Shot right to the back of the head, maybe even the back of the neck there.
He's aiming for the back of the head a lot. Something I'm not really used to him doing.
Carlo caught the leg though, setting him up now, going for that Boston Crab type maneuver. No, reversed out by Zero. That's the leg strength. You can see he's certainly been working out on his legs recently. Zero has put on a bit of weight in all the right places in the last sort of 6 months or so. He's packing on the muscle for sure.
Yeah, Zero's been broken up, locked in the crossface properly there now. That's an excruciating move, wrenching the neck, pulling on the shoulder.
Carlo perhaps a little close to the ropes over that size. Referee Mario Villalopez in there to check, make sure if he makes the ropes that we can get a break.
Mario Villa, what?
Mario, it's his name.
Oh, okay. I get you now. I don't know. I don't get referees.
1 count only there. Grabbing the legs again, trying to set him up.
Driving the back, just where he's been kicking him too. Trying to drive that knee into his back. Once again, trying to help take the air out as well. Standing up, but puts a lot of pressure right on the lower back and the entire back, and on the neck.
That's the height advantage now coming into play of Zero there. Zero using those long legs of his just to club down on the back of the head once again of Carlo Cannon.
Yeah, Zero does have a few inches on Carlo Cannon right now. Both men off the ropes. Double clothesline.
Both men down. Referee's going to start making a standing 10 count. See if either man can make it back to his feet. This has certainly already been a fairly fast-paced match out there. Both men going all out.
Very unusual tactics by both. As said, Zero has been targeting the back of the head. Carlo Cannon striking the back. This is just warming up now. Looking at both of them trying to get the crowd. These guys work off the crowd. They love the crowd. Count's still going. Crowd getting behind both men, I hope. Or at least one, or they're clapping for no reason, which would be weird for trade-offs right now.
Those forearm shivers are working their damage on both men. That's a big chop now, and a chop traded there as well. Shot to the side of the head. There's a few now from Carlo Cannon. Zero comes back with a back elbow into the ropes, bounces off himself. Carlo comes up with that big flying knee attack right into the chest once again of Zero, but still not enough to keep him down.
So close there, Mr. J. I thought this match was almost over. Carlo Cannon signaling for the super kick. Warming the crowd
I thought for a
up.
second there he was starting a haka in honor of our New Zealand friends that are here tonight.
Possibility.
Shrugs off the super kick, does Zero. Zero goes behind, hooks him, setting him up and dropping him down with a big power bomb.
So close there once again. This is such an even contest right now. Both men just can't seem to get the other down.
Referee giving the V for victory sign. Could be the I guess things to come.
Or certainly for V for Vendetta, which was an excellent movie.
And a great comic series.
It was, yes.
Throws him off once again, ducks under the clothesline, does Zero. He doesn't duck that one though. Carlo Cannon nearly taking his head off with that shot. And there's the super kick right on the point of the chin once again. He's like Terminator out there. He sees that target and then he shoots right for it.
Loving these movie references, Mr. J. Keep them going.
But
French and movie references, that's what we need in wrestling.
He's going up top. I think he was signaling that he was heading to the top. Zero still down on the mat, struggling back to his feet now, up to his knees. Carlo Cannon on the top rope. He's waiting for him out there now. Carlo's up there, throws the referee in there, does Zero, knocks Carlo down from his perch, and Carlo is, well, probably a couple of octaves higher now.
Definitely, yeah. That's unusual. Oh, Zero with the tombstone, drops him down. This has to be it.
Tombstone pile driver. We were asking what it would take, Johnny Lucas. That is what it takes. That move is outlawed all over Mexico, and for justifiable reasons. Zero is certainly making a name for himself with moves such as that one, and he has got a win, and that is a big win here tonight over one of the top talents in Australian wrestling, Carlo freaking Cannon. And his back to him, not even acknowledging him after the match there.
New year, new Zero, I guess.
Introducing first, he weighs 125 kilos, stands at 6'4". He's one half of New Zealand's feared tag team, the Killer Kiwis, Auckland's beautiful one-hunger, Russ the Muss O'Connor.
Slight miscue there from announcer Jasper. It is, of course, the beautiful Onihanga in Auckland there, not One Hunger, which I believe was what Tupac was called after the accident that shot off his nut. I believe he was then referred to as One Hunger.
I just gathered it was something to do with chili bins, but that could just be me.
Hey, I joined the Chili Bin Facebook group, and let me just say, it is going ahead in leaps and bounds.
All I'm going to say is any country that refers to thongs as gendals, I'm sorry, but no, you're just not going to work for me.
Johnny Lucas, the problem you seem to be having here, the problem we have here is a failure to communicate, Johnny Lucas. What we need to do is sit you down with some New Zealand's next top model, and you'll just see how good New Zealand is.
I don't know about that, Mr. J. That sounds very difficult.
My close personal friend, Colin Mathura Jeffrey, from New Zealand's Next Top Model, he'll show you what's what and who's what and what's ever.
Was that the guy with the mullet?
That was the guy, yeah.
Unlikely, Mr. J. So, unlikely, Mr. J. Unlikely.
But we have Russ the Muss O'Connor there. That's probably a movie reference in itself, I'm thinking.
I hope so.
And he's out there with his cousin, brother, uncle, Dave.
It's New Zealand, it's all the same.
They're all the same. His cousin bro. He's out there with his cousin bro.
Why is he wearing a jacket in summer? I do not get it.
It's like 40 degrees in this building, and he comes out with a jacket. He's sweating so much the jacket just slid off him. Either that or it's just that inner sliminess
I think it's grease. It's grease.
D-Star has going.
D-Star with the glasses. He's kind of a little wolf out there.
Yeah, a little something.
Come on, Russ. Ring the bell. Come on, ring the bell. Let's go.
Russ the Muss looks like he's ready for him. My first chance to see this guy live.
Oh! What an impressive start. How's D-Star still in his boots? Dave O'Connor throwing him straight back into the ring.
After scoring the biggest win of his career at Summer Rain 09, D-Star looks to keep the momentum going against the New Zealand rookie monster, Russ the Muss O'Connor, looking to follow in his relative success.
What group is D-Star in, sorry? I missed it in your spiel.
I'm, of course, joined here at the commentary position by the new commissioner, Donnie St. Michael there. He would be part of the new assassin squad. Donnie, you know the group?
Never heard of him.
O'Connor would be able to establish his reputation internationally very quickly here with a win over PWAQ's and I guess the NASA's fastest rising star. Which man will score the vital win and take the next step, becoming a true star here in Australian and New Zealand wrestling?
D-Star. You better watch yourself, Lucas. I'm out here. I'm commissioner, you know, I'm the boss.
Look at D-Star there being thrown by that huge hip toss there from Russ the Muss.
Can they hear you? Are you just yelling louder?
He's saying, cook me some eggs. That's what he's saying.
Oh,
some
really?
eggs, cook him some eggs, okay?
D-Star is just out resting. He's learned from the best, all right? Soul, really, Soul.
Soul, who lost earlier tonight?
I didn't see that. That's going to be stricken from the record.
I saw it right out there. You were right out next to the ring. How can you have not?
All right, I saw it, but it's going to be stricken from the record. I'm the boss now, all right?
It never happened.
It never happened.
Soul trying to get in there, trying to take Russ the Muss.
We're seeing some interference there, some, I guess, distraction thrown out there.
Usual cheap play from Nas, the usual.
Russ the Muss throwing in with a big leg lariat. Doesn't take the monster off his feet, though. Look at the size of this guy.
Big hand bone punches there from D-Star.
Look at D-Star. He's winding up.
Oh, look at him. Spear down, Donnie. Donnie St. Michael is not happy with that. But listen to the fans here.
These people love Russ the Muss.
How popular does that make D-Star when the fans are going absolutely banana singular for a New Zealander over D-Star?
Big time spine buster. Soul up on the apron. Soul now in the ring.
It's just, checking on D-Star. That's all right. It doesn't matter, Mr. Lucas, former, wanker. All right. Oh, former wanker. Current wanker. Soul's getting pushed down now. Oh, D-Star being smart.
How many more times does he need to touch the penis of Russ the Muss?
All right, it was a low blow, but I'm the boss. He can do whatever he wants.
D-Star going underneath the ring now with a street sign. I notice he picks the smallest street sign in the lot.
It's because he's got big muscles and it'll hurt just as much.
What?
Referee's calling for the bell. Referee is calling for the bell. D-Star went out there,
You gotta be kidding me.
The referee turned around. D-Star went in with the sign, went to hit Russ the Muss. Russ the Muss grabbed the sign. Referee turned around, saw it.
Stop talking lies, Mr. Stop talking lies. Liar, you're a liar.
D-Star stole that match.
Injustice again.
Win.
Injustice again.
In this match, there will be no escape for either man, as they will be chained together in a dog collar match.
After months of bad blood between the two, the scores will be finally settled tonight, Johnny Lucas.
And weighs in at 175 kilos, former PWA International Champion. Tonight, he is looking for revenge. Ladies and gentlemen, the behemoth that is Kyote.
After the Brotherhood took out Phoenix in September, Kyote set out to get vengeance on the Brotherhood, specifically Sorrow. In October at Bray Park, Sorrow was knocked out to win a four-man showdown. In November, when Kyote was looking like he was going to score a measure of revenge on Sorrow, the match was cut short by an attack from the Dynasty Mason Childs. This led to a brutal tag team death match at Summer Rain 09, which ended when Kyote was choked out with a steel chain. With the violence and brutality we have already seen from these two, what lengths will they go to score a decisive victory here tonight?
His opponent will haunt your dreams. He has no mercy. He is a former PWA Queensland champion and ruthless member of the Brotherhood. From somewhere inside his own mind, Sorrow.
Sorrow is definitely known for his ruthless member. Jasper got that right.
Close your eyes and begin to relax. Take a deep breath.
Bravo, Mr. J. Bravo.
I'm just quoting the ring announcer, paraphrasing.
So we should.
Paraphrasing.
So we should.
He does a bang-up job, and I don't think he always gets the respect that he deserves, especially from the announce team.
Definitely. Here's a part of our team.
You know what that means, Johnny Lucas? Ooh, that's a paddling. You know that's a paddling. No respect from the announce team? Ooh, that's a paddling.
Mr.
We are making light, but what we are doing, it's the bait and switch. What we're doing is we're making light, and then what we do is go to the carnage of a dog collar match, you see. It builds the tension more. It's a cinematic device.
Star wipe it. We're going to star wipe it, and then we're going to see the chains, and we're going to be ready for some brutal action. I went to the bathrooms
here before. I wish somebody had star wiped before I went in there. It wasn't a pretty sight.
I plan on using a tree. I figure it's going to be a lot more hygienic than that.
Uh-huh.
Look at that chain. I hear they bedazzled the dog chain too, which I think is great. There's not enough bedazzling of dog chains.
That's right. Well, Kyote, I believe, a big fan of the bedazzling as well, as is going on around the world at the moment. I believe he sports one.
I have heard that too, Mr. J. Yeah. I have heard that.
Big fan of Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, who couldn't it be? I believe he matched his chest to match hers.
Chest to chest.
Yeah.
Chest to chest.
So they have something in common.
In fact, I think he's got the advantage still at the moment.
Yeah.
He's down to a lean, mean, 420 or something, I think.
Ton, yeah.
So, great. But ladies and gentlemen.
He's been running a lot, which is great. Great. No, let's be serious. Guy is looking in great shape, Mr. J. Come on, let's cut these small jabs. He's looking in great shape. He's ready for some violence here. And let's be honest, he's now got a lot of cushion to help him with some of that violence. That dog chain's going to rip Sorrow apart, get to his ribs. Going to hurt him more than what's going to hurt Kyote.
And we are ringing the bell to get this one started.
Kyote playing some skip rope right there.
Length
no one in the middle,
there,
though.
Connecting these two men, connected at the wrist there. Leather straps there, and then it was just taped up, I believe, for extra support to make sure that it doesn't come away. I mean, Kyote got a lot of weight behind him. If he comes off at full force on that chain, it could very easily tear the chain apart from that leather strap. It could very easily tear the arm off of Sorrow.
I believe it's taped up so we can keep the bedazzling.
I think he just thumb to the eye there, or fingers to the eye there. Went to run to the ropes. Just got pulled back there from the big man.
That's just a hardcore experience of Kyote. Kyote notorious for many hardcore matches throughout Australia. Sorry, not quite so many. He has had his fair share of hardcore matches, but not to the experience of Kyote.
Kyote trying to just, you see that Kyote was almost like a dog chasing sheep out there. It was almost like sort of dog trials out there. He was like walling him in there into that corner and then went full straight in.
He got his scent and he just went for that first step. Oh, chop right across the chest of Sorrow. That's going to leave a massive print tomorrow.
If not already.
That's true, yes.
Backing him up once again. Irish whipping him off, coming through, ducking under the clothesline. Does Sorrow. Sorrow to the outside. Does somebody want to tip him that he's still attached to a chain?
No, let's let it go.
Is going to be a surprise for him? I think he's going to be surprised. Oh! That's not the kind of the surprise that I like. That's kind of like a surprisey Smurf exploding kind of box surprise there.
That's kind of, oh, hey, I've had a couple of rums. Let's have a bit of a surprise.
I thought you were going to say you'd had a couple of exploding boxes there for a second, Johnny Lucas, and I was a little worried about the colour that this match was going to get.
I have actually surprisingly had a couple of exploding boxes. They are not the best. Stay away from them. Let's be safe, kids. Let's be safe.
Throwing Sorrow back into the ring. Kyote following in after him there. Kyote going under the bottom rope. Not an easy task for any of us. I gave that up 6 months ago. Oh,
clubbing across
forearm.
The back there.
And that forearm of Kyote's the size of most people's midsections.
It's bigger than my legs. Though I do really have small legs, though. So
it must be said you do have girl legs.
Thanks for bringing that up, Mr. J. Great confidence boost. Choking him out in the corner. Usually this isn't a Coyote tactic, but this is just an anything goes, and he knows that this is just revenge. This is violence on his mind now. Best way to do it, choke him out, take out his breath.
I was about to say this match thus far had been all Coyote, but just as we say that, Sorrow takes the advantage there as the big man went to the well once too often. Both men getting tangled up in that chain, though. Look at him just running around him here now, trying to tumble the big man down.
Down he goes. He's hog-tied him. Good old-fashioned hog-tie.
It's not kind to Coyote's stature.
No.
He's tied him up. Let's just say he's tied him up, Johnny Lucas.
I'm sorry, Mr. J. I'm sorry if I hurt anybody in the pig world with that comment. I take it back.
There's a few girls in the crowd here. You could have offended Johnny Lucas.
Oh,
down. I thought he was going there for like almost a leg drop, but instead he dropped with his full weight. Almost a senton right into the midsection there of Coyote.
That might have even gone a little bit further south in the midsection. Once again, senton.
Coyote could turn into a fountain out there at any minute. We could be seeing all sorts of projectiles coming out of him.
Would be a very nice water display, though. I think could really spruce it up, bring some value to this PCYC.
And that's why we've never been hired as garden designers, it must be added as well, Johnny Lucas.
That's why we're only lawn bowl commentators.
Yeah. Big shot once again, has Coyote staggered.
Massive elbow right now.
The big man yet to recover from missing that charge into the corner.
No, he's definitely suffering now. Oh, foul language there on behalf of Sorrow.
Setting him up on the top. Big forearm shiver to the side of the head.
Coyote holding him up there. What's he got planned?
I think only the devious mind of Coyote has any clue as to what next, Johnny Lucas.
I don't even think he knows. Oh!
Wasn't sure exactly what he was going for there. Thought he might have actually been caught, but instead he dropped down, driving Coyote's head and chest right into those knees. And listen to Coyote there, just about coughing up his lunch.
I think he was actually caught there for a second, but Sorrow just put all his weight down and just managed to bring him down with him. Oh, elbow.
Well, Coyote's staggering just to even get a breath after that move now.
He's suffering. He has had the wind taken out of him. What's he got planned here?
Using him just to climb up there, climbing up on the back of Coyote to get to the top, trying to steady himself, make sure that chain isn't in the way. Cross body gets caught from the big man.
He's got
the
him.
Man from the land of the giants has him up there and is holding him up there. Sorrow is trying to fight it, but gets caught in that fall away slam.
Throwing him halfway, all the way across the ring there.
And I think he might have landed on some of that chain as well.
I think he did too. I think his ribs came into contact there. Coyote bringing him back to his feet. Not happy with him down on the ground.
Definitely hurting. Big headbutt there from the big man. And that is one massive cranium. That is like the size of Sputnik.
I felt that headbutt. I don't remember the day after I got headbutted by Coyote.
I'm sure it probably wasn't a good day, whichever way, so it's probably one better that you don't remember.
Probably a day of watching Glee.
Yeah. Well, it would have been an okay day then. Pushing him back into the corner right now is Coyote, setting him up on the top rope. Coyote
signaling for the end.
If Mark Lewin was here, he might misunderstand that, saying that he's going to cut his throat. But he's actually signaling that he feels that this could be the end.
We would need to call a lifeline just for some sake. Maybe we should get lifeline on the call. Oh, sorry. Calling him in. Coyote running in. Big boot. Elbow now. Coyote just keep on going back. What's he? So up to the top rope.
Coyote sucking air out there. Caught him and down. Is he going for the cover? Is the arm over?
I don't know whether that was going for a black hole slam or that was just an arm breaker there. Might have been a bit of both.
Either way, Coyote landed with that arm over Sorrow. So the referee in there for a 2 count only, though.
Coyote actually raised his hand. He doesn't want this match over yet.
Well, Coyote's breathing heavily out there. He's breathing heavy enough that he's sucking so much air. I think I saw a couple of people in the front row collapse from lack of oxygen.
I am feeling a little lightheaded over here, Mr. J.
Yeah.
Coyote, what's he got planned? Up to the corner now. Second rope. Oh, this is
up to the top. It's a good thing those guys were tightening the ropes earlier, Johnny Lucas.
That it is.
That is one monster of a man supported up there on the second. Oh!
Big time leg drop. His leg landing
And this blue here in the sound things means we may have shouted too loudly on that one.
Unlikely, Mr. J. Unlikely. I believe it was right on tune.
That was a monster buttocks of Kyote from the second row being driven into that ring there. It was ring-to-ring action, Johnny Lucas, and I think I know which one fared worse.
I think we need to check the boards after this match just to make sure the ring's going to be safe.
Sorrow back up on top, waiting for Kyote to get back to his feet. Sorrow waits for him, double-footed missile dropkick a la Akira Hokuto there.
Wow, great knowledge there. Both men down, going for a cap.
Sorrow has developed from being a princess into a most dangerous queen. Both men back up to their feet at a 6 or 7 count there from the referee.
Surprised there was a count there. It wasn't. It's a dog collar match, hardcore match. You don't usually get that. Coyote just luring him in. Oh!
Was that a fistful of chain?
That was. He wrapped the chain around his hand, delivered a knockout punch, and he's not happy with that. He wants more. He wants the Jafuku driver.
Well, he's got the foot. He's rolled him over. He's signaling that this is it. Sorrow's trying to fight it, trying to struggle back to his feet, trying to struggle out of it. Grabbing the chain himself there, picking him up. Look at him there. See, he's got the chain around the throat.
Choking him. He's
choking him. He had a handful of chain. Wasn't sure what he was going for. He's obviously going for the choke. Last month we saw him choking out with a chain, and now we're seeing it once again. Choking out the big man. The referee is asking if he wants to submit.
Kai will not give up. If I know Kai like I have, he will not give up.
Coyote is down, choked out.
Flat on the back. You've got to check him. Check him, ref. Come on. He's been without oxygen for too long.
That's 2.
No!
Coyote manages to somehow still have enough go in the tank. Looks like he's got the chain through his hair now. Look at that.
Tangled up. The referee breaking the hair free. Sorry, what's he got planned?
Oh! Big kick to the side of the head. Should have left the chain in.
Coyote is standing up. Coyote is standing up. He took that. He's just stood up, used all the momentum.
There's another one right on the ear. And Coyote is still standing. Coyote is not only standing, he is angry.
Club to the back there.
Big right
Whips
hand,
him off.
Irish whip into the ropes, catches him, holds him up there, makes him think about, then drops down with his full weight into that sidewalk slam.
Sidewalk slam big enough to make the referee off his feet at the end of it.
Strong gust of wind could probably do that to this referee. I think he weighs about 50 pounds.
What is he, 12?
He's our work experience referee. Expect under the Donny St. Michael reign that we will see a lot more of them.
That's true, yeah. Anything for free.
Irish whip once again from Kyote, and there's the big boot. Things are not looking good right now for Sorrow.
Coyote.
The Brotherhood not having a good night already out there tonight.
Has not been a great start for them.
We had a match before the show went on the air tonight. Well, Mark Davis actually returned to PWA Queensland. He had a successful run out there, but he was showing ring rust out there. There's certainly to say, and now we're seeing Sorrow out there getting buried by the big man.
Let's just remember, Mr. J, that he did have some Hayes love to compete with.
He won the match.
Oh.
He's not gonna.
Finish it up, mate.
What's some technical difficulties going on right now? Sorrow setting him up for the Jafuku driver.
Oh! Drops him down with that enormous Jafuku driver. Hits him face first down. That is one of the biggest I have ever seen. Sorrow has got nowhere to go. Sorrow has no life left in him. And did Coyote pick him up?
Coyote
picked him up once again. Coyote had this match won, and he still says that this is not enough. Coyote is definitely looking for revenge. He is like Lone Wolf McQuaid out there, Johnny Lucas.
Nice reference again, Mr. J. Here we go. Sorrow getting up to his feet. Coyote calling for the choke slam. Grips him up now. Picks him up. Straight down. Referee again leaving his feet. What's Coyote got planned now? He leaves the ring.
I thought for a second that we were going to see Coyote go to the top, but he's going to the outside instead, looking for some plunder, Johnny Lucas. Some plunder.
Some sweet, sweet plunder, Mr. J.
Coyote coming back into the ring there. He's got a street sign of his own. How many street signs exactly do PWAQ have?
I believe we have a small suburb underneath that ring.
Any police officers that happen to have bought this DVD? Josh Mars, I'm talking to you.
Super kick!
We found the street signs. Homeless children brought them to our training venue.
Not going to lie, pretty convenient that we come to a police citizens youth club and we're sporting street signs.
That was a kick straight through that sign to the head, though. And he's setting him up in the corner there, setting that sign up right on his face, right on his chest, trying to set it there on that inbuilt TV tray that Coyote has happening out there.
He's put a lot of hard work into that one, Mr. J, okay?
I put a lot of hard work into mine. I know what he means. Running knee straight through it. But this man is an athlete. Coyote is an athlete, and it's going to take a lot more than that to finish him off. We saw earlier that choke with the chain. We saw earlier those multiple kicks to the head. It wasn't enough to put Coyote away. Do you really think that kick is going to be enough?
Sorry, grabbing some handcuffs now, it looks like. Handcuffing him up. I don't know what he's planning to handcuff him to.
Yes, yeah, I understand Sorry doesn't like to leave the home without a pair of handcuffs.
I wouldn't either. Have you seen these streets? Citizens arrest any time, buddy. I've seen Police Academy. I know how it works.
It's hard to see from this vantage point exactly what's going on.
Is he trying to choke him out, or he's a bit difficult to see? I think he's grabbing his hair, or he's trying to choke him, trying to hook up his arms. He's going to try and hog tie him again, it looks like.
He's certainly trying to get those handcuffs on there. I believe Coyote's trying to fight it there as well. Handcuffs having some trouble getting it on there at the moment, but it looks like he's got them both on now.
I think Sora brought the medium pair of handcuffs, not really. The Coyote's an extra large.
So Coyote now, not only is he chained to that chain, he has both arms chained together with the pair of handcuffs, leaving him at the mercy of these knee raisers, leaving at the mercy of what I can only assume will be an hellacious shot with a sign right between the eyes.
Coyote just folds down into the ring.
That was an hellacious shot.
He wants a knockout. Doesn't even want a pin. He's going for the knockout here.
I think the referee's saying he's out. I believe the referee has declared Sorrow the winner by way of a knockout. Sorrow wins the match by way of a knockout, and Coyote is down and hurt, and we're seeing the other members of the Brotherhood come out now.
Mark Davis making his big return on DVD. Look at him.
The designated hitman of the Brotherhood, Boom Boom Mark Davis, and the Dynasty Mason Childs, both making their way to ringside. Referee throwing to the outside. I don't think that finished with Coyote out there.
Now unchaining himself. What have they got planned here?
What are the Brotherhood doing out here?
When all of them in the ring, this does not spell good.
The match has already been won. The match has already been won. Sorrow has beat Coyote. I think we already know the answer to that question. He doesn't really need to ask it. No. Oh!
Boom Boom with some big-time chain shots right there.
Mason Childs is calling for the mic after that whipping with the chain there right across the back, the small of the back there of Coyote.
Have another referee out here. Oh, referee collision right now. Everyone's coming out, attending to their fallen referee. Do not. That's good. Look after your own guys. Respect. You're a team.
We are the elite. You're just a number. You're number 2, Sorrow. You're a 2-year-old. Everybody, give it up for the winner.
The Brotherhood coming out here. Sorrow certainly victorious in his win over the big man in this dog collar chain match. But I think the telling point here, the questions that do have to be raised is the condition of Kyote. The big man took a hell of a beating in that match. He was choked out, he was beaten up, he was handcuffed, he was whipped with the chains, and now he was spray painted by the Brotherhood. I guess I guess we can only guess at the condition of Kyote right now, but the Brotherhood definitely determined to start 2010 with a big impact. And look at this, they're not finished with him. Big sign shot. Mark Davis attacking the referee. I really get the feeling that Mark Davis does not like that referee.
No, I definitely feel that. Here we go, Sorrow picking up.
Setting him up again.
Planning on aiming on that 7. Oh, what a cracking shot. Hit for 6 or 7 in this case, Mr. J.
He deserves everything he gets.
Big shot from that sign right across the mammoth back of Kyote. They weren't finished with him, but the big guy's back up to his knees.
Oh, roaring elbow right there.
And I believe, was that the metal plate arm? I believe
think
he was
so.
hitting it with him full force. Then there's a kick now from Sorrow as well. Double kick, one on either ear.
They're trying to take him out.
They are definitely trying to take him out.
That's enough.
He was hurt to start with. He was down on the mat and barely
knocked down,
moving.
Mr. J. He's taking headshots. This is dangerous. This can take somebody out of wrestling.
Well, I guess what we saw to end last year, we saw the formation of, I guess, the new Assassin Squad. We saw the rise, the ascension of Donnie St. Michael and his new Assassin Squad. I think what we're seeing now being stamped on 2010 is that the Brotherhood is going to take a back seat to nobody.
It is an open challenge for the PWAQ International Championship. Introducing first is the premier title holder of the new Assassin Squad. He stands at over 157 centimeters. He is the showpiece of the NAS, the reigning PWA International Champion from Sydney, the champion of the new Assassin Squad, Ash Riot.
Change of tune here for Ash Riot. Long Gaun's the Bon Jovi. Coming out to some screaming. Random screaming.
I think that's actually Donnie St. Michael on the voice.
Ah, kind of like Cher, with Shawn Michaels.
This is actually Donnie St. Michael singing Cher, but we've actually changed the speed.
Oh, that's why it sounds like Believe.
Yeah.
Oh, it all makes sense. Thanks for clearing that, Mr. J.
Donnie St. Michael singing Believe, that's money.
Or not.
Ash Riot, the new international champion, sporting some new duds out there, sporting a bit of a new haircut, certainly a new attitude for 2010.
Ash Riot going all corporate on us. Going the faux hawk, trying to classy it up. I had a faux hawk once.
Really?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was good with blonde hair, then I stopped going blonde hair, you know what? It went terrible.
Well, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here tonight. I heard that Ash Riot would be wrestling. I have no idea who he will be facing. There's certainly been a lot of rumours going around the wrestling world who his first challenge would be. Obviously, the Ultimate Athlete, AJ Istria, the man he won the belt from, has got to be due a title match at any point soon. Certainly Mason Childs, obviously, who's putting his hand up earlier. Esteban Molina, also a former champion, let alone the young talent we've got here. We've got Carlo Cannons, the Zeros, and everyone else.
I've never had a title shot.
Johnny Lucas.
Johnny Lucas.
Yeah.
In thongs.
Hot tag.
Imagine hot tag.
This next opponent has it all. He's the future of this industry.
I believe Donnie St. Michael, he grabbed a run sheet just before, ripped off where Ash Riot was actually had an opponent, ripped, separated, and then just ripped it and said, no, we're flying off the wall. We're going to do it again. What?
Robbie Irons is the first challenger?
How did Robbie Irons get a title shot?
Robbie Irons he's on an 11-match streak, all right, but he's on an 11-match losing streak.
And he jumps and blows the sound.
Robbie Irons, heaviest feet in professional wrestling.
Doesn't he realize that by spraying what they win, we need someone to mop that down and put up a slippery when wet side.
Robbie Irons, our very own stomper.
I got a better body than him.
But yes, indeed, they're completely right. He is on an 11-match streak. It's just that it's a losing streak.
Bad end streak. That's not good. Here we go.
0-11, I believe, at the moment.
0-11.
0-11. 0 wins, 11 losses.
At least he's consistent, Mr.
He is
J.
incredibly consistent. You can't deny that. But this is Donny St. Michael's hand-picked challenger for Ash Riot here. There are so many deserving wrestlers here. And this is to take nothing away from Robbie Irons. But Robbie Irons doesn't deserve this match.
Let's be brutally honest. That's true. Robbie Irons, when was the last time we saw him in a wrestling ring?
When was the last time I've never seen him win a match.
I believe he's only been in Rumbles, and he's usually goes in and then is gone. Either way, the match has just now started. The bell rung, and
it's certainly the biggest night of Robbie Irons' career, without a shadow of doubt.
I guess we're always due for a surprise, and maybe tonight Robbie Irons might pull one out.
Well, who knows? Who knows what 2010 has in store? Perhaps it is the year of Iron, the Iron Man year. Robbie Irons.
That was last year with a very successful movie.
Iron Man 2.
Touche, Mr. J. Touche.
He's got a bit of the Tony Stark about him, except for the good looks, the money, the attractive women, and the armor, of course.
So he's really nothing like Tony Stark.
No, nothing at all that I can think of like Tony Stark, no.
Here we go, lock up.
Facial hair? They both have facial hair, I think.
Yeah, but come on, Tony Stark has some decent facial hair. That just looks like some pubic hair that he's cut and put on his face because he can't grow anything. Here we go. Oh, rolling, flipping around.
Ash Riot in trouble. Ash Riot in trouble. I thought the title could have been in trouble right there, Johnny Lucas.
I had some doubts. I was almost getting ready to jump in so I could be the first challenger.
And I was about to say what happened to Donny St. Michael. I think he nipped into the crowd.
Of course we know where he went.
And now he's sitting in the front row having a chat to our lucky ringside fans.
What a lucky guy. Well, he's never coming back. Lock up once again, Ash Riot.
What's going to amuse me is later on tonight when Donny St. Michael is looking for his wallet and can't remember what happened to it.
You said he's tattooed on his face.
Donny St. Michael just came up and got a chop of his own in on Robbie Irons. Robbie Irons puts Ash Riot into the corner, connects with a big clothesline. Now he's counting down on the top of his head, but Ash Riot just drops some stun gun-like over that top rope.
Come on.
Robbie Irons staggering around now. A handful of hair sends him head first into that corner turnbuckle.
Working all corners of the ring.
Went for the third, but went to the well once too often.
Robbie Irons nice play there. Robbie Irons, you know what's coming, going up top. 10 punches. Is he going to get that far?
Those envy-style punches in the corner there.
I'm noticing he's the only one counting.
Oh!
Face first into the mat.
He could muss up Ash Riot's brand new hair.
Not the faux Hulk. Only a 1 there. Robbie Irons
Ash
got
Riot's
the number of
definitely
Ash Riot.
favouring that hair now, though.
Oh, look. I'm not going to lie, it's actually some pretty special hair.
Irish whip, reverse, ducked under the clothesline. Trip there from D-Star.
D-Star's not even what is D-Star trying to do?
D-Star's posing out there. I think he's posing for one of those ancient Greek statues.
Yeah.
D-Star, the discus thrower or something.
My God, he isn't nude.
In those shorts, they don't leave much to the imagination anyway.
They leave enough to the imagination, Mr. J. Oh! What a headbutt there.
That's right.
Rocks him, sends him leaning against the ropes.
And there he goes, sharpening the spike. Sharpening the faux hawk there. Snap suplex takes him over there.
Going for a nip up, but decides no.
I think that was just his way of denying the fans.
I think he realised he couldn't nip up at the last moment.
I think it was a little from column A and a little from column B, perhaps.
I'm thinking mostly column B.
Riot!
People calling Ash Riot fat, not happy with that. Donny St. Michael trying to get the fans behind Riot.
Donny St. Michael is not happy with the audience interaction as it currently stands.
You just know if Donny St. Michael had the chance, he would sell all these people out, buy them out, and just bring in a crowd that was pro him. Thank God he hasn't done that. I'd be out of a job right now.
Well, your cousin, Mark Williamson, took the money and ran.
And he hasn't shouted me dinner. What a jerk.
Shots to the side of the head now from Robbie Irons. Irish whip. Oh! Through with a spinning back kick there.
Second win here for Robbie Irons. Drop kick.
He got both feet there right into the chest of Ash Riot.
Oh, what a
Ash Riot coming around. Oh!
Diving headbutt. I think he was trying to go through a diving clothesline. Catches nothing but mat.
He was like Condor Man out there. He just flew, but he didn't land quite as well.
Yeah, really rough landing. Think they had the wheels taken out.
I think he has mat burn on his face. Now that could just be the normal gingerness.
Could only improve it from here.
Oh, still only a 2 count.
Riot's not happy. He was sure that was going to be a 3.
Riot is the least happy champion I have ever seen. He wins the international title and he's less happy about his loss in wrestling.
Well, what was his dream? The international title was his dream. That's all he craved his whole career.
Robbie Irons goes behind,
and
grabs the waist
so
lock.
upset. It's just his
Ash Riot tries to shrug him off, comes up with that leg low. Package pile driver. Wow, that is certainly enough to take out just about anybody. That is certainly one of the deadlier moves currently in professional wrestling. The package pile driver gives you nowhere to go and drops you full force, not only with the centrifugal force of the body of the person doing the move dropping down, it also folds up your body and adds your body weight to the equation as well.
Yeah, you really paid attention to anatomy, didn't you? Well done.
You want to take a photo of me?
I didn't need to explain anything. You just, now I feel out of a job. What a terrible host
Donnie
I am.
St. Michael's got the mic.
That was the most grueling match I've ever seen. You should be proud. Twinkle, twinkle, baby, I'm a star.
I'm a star.
Get that piece of trash donated out of my room.
Clear the garbage out of the ring. Clear the garbage.
This title means a lot. Whether you look at it or not, this is the most important title in this company. Because with this title, I have all the power.
You've got the touch.
And I won't stop until this is the best title that's coming.
Well, we hear the music, and now we're seeing the Underground champion. He defended the title earlier tonight with a win over Carlo Cannon. Now we're seeing Zero coming out here and interrupting Ash Riot's promo time.
This title.
Oh, look at this one. Look at this one.
Hey, give me that back now. I'll put it up.
I think you're such a great genius. And all the other
He's the best.
So worthless. I think you're on the line tonight.
Oh. Zero's asking for a title shot tonight.
Random.
Oh! And there is a show of disrespect and a veritable, just a literal slap across the face.
The hand that rocked Nass.
That was figuratively and literally a slap right across the face.
You do something about it. That's not supposed to happen to me. You made a promise. You know what? You know what? He wants you. That is the premier belt in this company, in this state, in this country. That is nothing. So what he's going to do tonight, he's going to prove it to you. He's going to put that belt on the line and make you suffer, make you scream like a little girl that you are.
Main event. Make it the main event.
It's the main event, baby. It's the main event because this is the main event, all right? Here, he's the champ, all right? So get ready later on tonight. You've already had your match, so you better go warm up again, all right? And get ready to have your ass kicked. It's just a matter of fact. It's just a matter of certainty, so get ready, all right?
Introducing first, weighing in at 110 kilos, standing at 6'1", he is the other half of New Zealand's feared tag team, the Killer Kiwis, Auckland's beautiful one-hunger, Dave O'Connor.
One hunger is back.
That is not Ladies and gentlemen, and especially to the ladies in the audience that are worried that Dave might have suffered an injury, the one hunger has nothing to do with anything downstairs. It is, of course, beautiful Oni hunger in Auckland, just to clarify.
He's still got two?
That is my understanding. And I listen to the applause for the news. Listen to the applause for the news that both the lads are still in good shape.
Oh, the fans love it. Look at them.
These are the girls. These are the girls applauding. They remember from when he was here at Rise of the Warriors 1, and they're glad that both of them are back in attendance here tonight, in wherever we are. He competed in the first Rise of the Warriors. Back then he was going by the name of Davey Deluxio. Wrestling under his name of Dave O'Connor now, his given name, if you will.
He is the most hated man.
My given name, Jonathan Lucas. Yeah, I think
Jonathan Q. Lucas, Esquire.
The dynasty is
Totally.
Mason Childs.
It's interesting that Mason calls himself the Dynasty, of course, because I think I could go around this crowd and virtually everyone in the audience would wish that he died a nasty death. I think I could say that for virtually for every person in this audience.
Actually, yeah, I gotta really feel that probably would be right.
Mason Childs sporting the look of one of the tin lids out there right now.
Oh, that's just rude.
Double-fingered salute for the fans in attendance and given back in return.
I wonder if we'll get a beer bash.
Well, he's got the built-in can openers on the actual on the helmet, on his drinking helmet.
Maybe he just needs to raise some hell now.
Yeah. The Dynasty, long-time PWA Queensland international champion, but certainly he has been a long time without the gold as well now, Johnny Lucas.
I believe he held that belt for almost a year before being defeated by Obie Cartel.
Well,
he's in action later on tonight against Shadow Phoenix.
This is a rematch, of course, from the semi-finals of the first ever Rise of the Warriors, and it's been nearly 3 years since these two rivals have faced off. A lot has changed from both men in this time. Both have gained some of the highest accolades in their respective countries, wrestled and trained against the world's best, but tonight they will face off for only the third time in their careers, and so far they're coming in with one man with a win over the other. It is 1-1 at this point. It'll be interesting to see who's going to come up here.
The rubber match, Mr. J. Oh, what a great rubber match it's going to be. These fans are in for a treat.
Will O'Connor be able to cement his dominance over his longtime rival, or will the leader of the Brotherhood and the self-professed dynasty of Australian wrestling score another high-profile win?
All right, you guys ready?
Where's the coward bringing his brother out here? I can't on my own. Because I'm a real man. Hey,
Come on, mate, so we can get this match started.
Mason Childs, I guess, stepping into the ring to sort of somewhat represent Australia, though he's kind of sporting New Zealand colours out there almost at the moment. And of course, when we had the New Zealand versus Australia sort of series of matches in PWA Queensland, when it all came down to it, Mason Childs was on New Zealand's side.
Mason Childs, he does favour his New Zealand heritage.
And a big fan of New Zealand's Next Top Model.
I have heard that. Terrell Lee?
Terrell Lee, my close personal friend Terrell Lee.
Yeah.
Mason Childs, a big fan of her work.
Probably likes jandals and chili buns, doesn't she?
Terrell Lee is a star.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Donnie St. Michael with the stars, twinkle, twinkle, look no further than Terrell Lee. She'll do big things, mark my words.
I'm sure
I don't want to sound like Molly Meldrum or anything, but
it's too late.
Watch
You
this
really
face.
would have been there.
It's because I'm wearing the hat.
It is the hat.
These two men sort of almost hesitant to lock up out there. It has been a long time since they faced off. Both men have certainly grown since then.
I wouldn't be surprised to once again see another feeling out process. Bit of trying to work each other out, see what they're going to do, some vulnerabilities. Obviously, Deluxio will know about the forearm of Mason Childs, the well-documented steel-plated forearm after he took a powerbomb from Chris Hero. Something to be wary of, also something to work as well. Davey Deluxio's working that arm, coincidentally enough.
But Mason Childs, of course, has been victorious against many of the top talents, not only in Australia, but also some of the talents from around the world, such as Chris Hero in the past. He comes in with a long list of people that he's beaten, a long list of people that he can say he was the better man on the night. Will he be able to say it when the dust settles on tonight's match here?
Take him over the hip toss. Davey Deluxio with a nip up in a hip toss, arm drag. Mason Childs the outside, he's not happy.
Well, representing IPW in New Zealand is Dave O'Connor stepping up here against Mason Childs, and at the moment he seems to have Mason Childs' number. Mason Childs, of course, out here by himself tonight. No other members of the Brotherhood. We saw them all out earlier with that dastardly attack on Kyote, but he's out here by himself for this match.
The Brotherhood definitely have been taking things a lot differently than what I was expecting. They're showing a little bit more respect. As you know, as Sora came out, he came out by himself. Then afterwards is when the Brotherhood came out. Mason once again out by himself. This time, Deluxio out with Russ. He knows what the dirty player like Mason Childs can do. He knows that he needs to have his numbers. He can't rely on Russ coming out a bit too late. He needs him out there straight away to block him out.
It was almost like that we saw Dave there trying to go for a handful of hair, but thought better of it, shoulder to shoulder. Certainly the size and strength advantage from the looks of it has got to go with Dave O'Connor.
Drop down, looking out for a hip toss. Oh, arm drag. Come in, catches the clothesline. Arm drag again.
Mason Childs looking very pleased with himself, very much looking like the cat that got the cream.
He does seem very happy. Very unique choice of words there, Mr. J. Did not expect that. Here we go. Dave O'Connor is utilising the 10 count. Knows how much time he's got. He's just gathering his collections, trying to figure out another game plan, no doubt. Down come the straps. Ankle lock, maybe.
Dave O'Connor, I believe, can link his heritage back to former NWA World Heavyweight Champion from New Zealand, Pat O'Connor.
Quite impressive lineage there. You could say Dave O'Connor built for wrestling, really. Lock up again. Oh, Mason Childs in with the knee to the gut.
And then a big shot right to the face. Sends him down to the mat. Mason Childs there with dropping that boot onto the shoulder.
Forearm there from Mason Childs to the head of O'Connor. Whips him off.
Irish whip right here in front of us. Mason follows him in, runs in, but meets a big size 12 all the way from New Zealand, all the way from Onehunga, and that is another clothesline there now from Dave O'Connor. Whipped off, reverse from Mason Childs. Mason ducks the head, perhaps a little early. Got caught! Takes him round with that tilt-a-whirl suplex.
Amazing right there. Only a 2 count. David kind of thought he had him for a second, trying to get the sneak win there.
Almost defying gravity with that move, taking him up for the suplex and turning him around mid-air like a wrestling version of David Copperfield.
Both men on the outside now. Mason Childs just chopping, one of the most vicious chops in Australia. Chopping O'Connor, but O'Connor's coming back, throws him into the corner.
Mason Childs is seeing stars out there now, and I don't just mean you, Johnny Lucas.
I know. That would just be 1 star. Oh!
I figured he'd be seeing double as well, so it'd count as 2.
I'll take it. I'm hoping triple.
But look at these shots, though, to the head now. Those are just closed. They look like closed right-hand punches to the head. Referee up to an 8 count now, I believe.
Outside anything goes, Mr. J. Common raw within wrestling, really. Here we go. Kind of coming in.
You're
Mason
telling me that on the outside of the ring, he could pull a gun and shoot him. Is that what you're telling me, Johnny Lucas?
If it's within the 10 count, Mr. J, I think it's legal. That's what I've been told.
You're even stupider than Gorilla, Johnny Lucas.
I'm yet to be shot, Mr. J, so I can't justify that yet.
Mason Childs there going for the kick there on Russ the Muss. I wasn't sure if he was going for the claw, but it looked like he might have just been raking the face. He has been shown the claw by Lacey Von Erich, remember? The famous Von Erich claw.
I have been told he has been shown and has mastered the claw.
Mm-hmm.
There we go, bringing him up by his
I believe he tells a lot of people, look at that.
Oh.
Japanese stranglehold, pulled backwards, dropped down, almost powerbomb-like, then grabbing the legs, pulling back for the cover, but still only a 2 count.
For you American fans, we call that a straight jacket. Kick to the back. Dave O'Connor trying to come back with a quick shot, but Mason Childs just taking him out with a stiff kick there. throwing up against the ropes. Trying to get the ref's attention on Big Russ there.
That's another move that I think he got from Lacey Von Erich.
The throw.
The hair pull.
The hair pull.
Yep.
She is notorious for it.
That's right. Mason Childs did say that he, in fact, got to try his claw on Lacey Von Erich at one point as well, I believe.
I do believe she does accept a lot of claws. Miles and miles, of course. Pin! Only a 2 count.
I'm not sure if he got a chance to hook the leg on Lacey Von Erich or not, though.
Many a men have. He shouldn't feel too upset.
Look at him hooking that arm behind him, holding it in place, grabbing the other one, wrenching back, hooking his own hands there as well, giving Dave nowhere to go.
Going for a hammerlock with kind of like a chicken wing, top figure 4-like move here.
The arm pretzel, I believe we call that one, Johnny
Lucas. Nice technical term. Oh, trying to go for it for a hip toss. Mason Childs blocks, takes him down with the leg drop. Oh, boot to the gut.
And stomps a chug hole in him, Johnny Lucas.
A deep chug hole at that.
Mason Childs asking for the fans to get behind him. Not a lot following.
Oh, you're so fat.
There we go. Trying to bring Dave O'Connor back up to his
Childs
feet.
saying, "Oh, you're so fat," as he picks him up. Snap suplex takes him over.
Mason Childs known for his trash talk, that's for certain.
Mason going, no, I thought he was going up on the ropes, but comes through, drops that power elbow.
Only a 2 count there.
Mason Childs thought he might have had it with the elbow, but I think it's still a little too early for Dave O'Connor to be counted out. He's come all the way from New Zealand to be a part of this PWAQ action.
Bring him back up to his feet. Oh, into a rear chin lock. Keeping him on his feet, trying to wear him down that way. Trying to exert all the energy from his feet rather than keep him grounded and seated as you would usually see a rear chin lock in.
Well, with the time difference to New Zealand, this match has actually gone about 2 hours, 10 minutes.
I wonder if we might hear some Bernard Tomic references tonight.
Oh! Set him up and dropped him straight back down with that back suplex. Mason Childs is definitely feeling that one. And listen to the fans get behind the team from New Zealand.
Russ helping him out here. Oh, big punch, forearm back. Just trading blows right now. Here we go.
You know, there are now more than 150,000 New Zealanders in the Gold Coast. That means these guys have an inbuilt support mechanism here in Queensland.
I wouldn't be surprised if we see some riots later on if David O'Connor loses.
Setting him up for something here, waiting for Mason to get back to his feet. The Dynasty staggers back up. O'Connor grabs him, and that is a monster clothesline, taking Childs down. Setting him up again, another short arm clothesline. Mason Childs is picked up yet again and backed into the corner. Irish whipped off, or was that a New Zealand whip? Throwing in with a big raising knee lift there.
Oh, bringing his knee up to the chest of Mason Childs. Trying to take the air out. Mason Childs, his eyes are looking very glazed over right now, Mr. J. Going for the,
2 count only, says referee Matty T.
That had to be, that was so close to a 3. I don't know how that couldn't be. Deluxio.
With the time difference, it should have been a 3, I think.
That's true, yeah. Calling for the end right now.
He thinks he has Mason exactly where he wants him. And I guess that's sitting on the top rope in a prone position currently.
Very dangerous position right now. What's he got? Oh! Big time European uppercut.
That's almost a Jake the Muss style uppercut there.
Dave O'Connor meeting him up on the second rope. What's he got planned here? Oh!
Superplex. Takes Mason Childs up and over and down to the mat.
O'Connor going for the pin. Oh, come on.
Still only a 2 count. Mason Childs still with the wherewithal to get that shoulder up.
David Deluxia has to be thinking, what does he need to do? He thinks he knows what he needs. And that's to go up.
He's channeling the spirit of Puha and Pork Bones of his New Zealand ancestors. White bait fritters.
Is that another New Zealand next top model reference? Some chili buns in there somewhere?
Could be. Going up to the top right now, though. Mason Childs is up there. Mason hits the legs out from under him. They're both sitting opposite each other up there now. No, Dave's hung up there, upside down. This is certainly one from Mason Child's book.
Delivering that elbow drop while Dave O'Connor stuck up on that top rope.
Death from above.
Down.
Big elbow from the top, straight through Dave O'Connor.
Mason thinks he's got it. I think he's trying to get him for a pin.
Trying to roll him over, hook the
right
leg.
There.
Rolls his body weight into the chest, but too low down on the body to hold him down. Plenty of room to get that right shoulder up from Dave O'Connor. Mason Childs takes off the elbow pad. He says it's time for that steel plate in his forearm.
Roaring elbow. We saw this earlier with Kyote. I think we're going to see this again. He wants to knock out.
Mason Childs saying he hates New Zealanders. That's not going to do wonders for our DVD sales. Went for the forearm, missed it, went for the elbow, and this is a sleeper. He's gone old school. This move,
Shades of Roddy Piper.
This move was taught to him by New Zealand legend Steve Rickard, who won many titles with this move around the world.
Thank you for that really random moment there. Sorrow out now.
What is Sorrow doing out here? Sorrow has him in some sort of a sleeper of his own. Shot to the side of the head. Russ on Russ over here now with Sorrow. Mason Childs has him where he wants him, setting him up. And there's a roaring elbow rolling through and connecting.
See what's going on.
And that is a 3. Mason Childs wins it with that roaring elbow and that metal plate in his forearm.
That is a dangerous object that should be banned from wrestling, Mr. J.
Well, that metal plate in the forearm is a recent addition from the last time Mason faced off with Dave O'Connor. Dave O'Connor, I guess, didn't know what to expect. He didn't know the force that was behind it, the strength that was behind it. For God's sake, it is a metal plate, a steel bar being wrapped into your face. Mason Childs gets the win, but is that any wonder with that inbuilt foreign object he's got going on?
Introducing first, former PWA International Champion from Puerto Rico, Esteban Molina.
Come on!
As you know, I don't know who my opponent is, but I want to find out. So, Donnie, get your ass out here right now!
It will be Esteban Molina against a surprise opponent here to be announced by Commissioner St. Michael.
You don't call me out. I'm the boss. You don't call me out. You don't call me out. I was going to come out anyway. Thank you very much.
Took forever.
You don't know your opponent, and that's good. That's good. Don't start doing that. You don't know your opponent, and that's good. And you know what? I'll admit it. You are a legitimate contender for the PWA Queensland title. And I don't like that. I want to get inside your head. Because here you are. By the way, I like how the announcer emphasizes former PWA Queensland champ. I just like that. International champion. But yeah, anyway, I want to get inside your head. So, you're a bit screwed anyway, because you're from Cuba. But still, anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, please allow me to introduce Esteban's opponent. Your first friend, Johnny Gunn.
What? Donnie St. Michael has announced the surprise opponent, and the surprise opponent for Esteban Molina is the British badass Johnny Gunn. These men former partners as part of the alliance. Johnny Lucas has left. Johnny Lucas has left the announced position. He doesn't know what's going on. Johnny Gunn has accepted this match. Donnie St. Michael has made the match. It is going to be Johnny Gunn and Esteban Molina. Esteban Molina can't believe it. Johnny Lucas can't believe it. But Johnny Lucas, what's this all about?
I don't know, Mr. J. I don't know what to say.
Johnny Gunn's come out here. Donnie St. Michael has made the match.
I'm not wrestling him.
You're wrestling him. He's in the ring ready to go. You're going to wrestle him.
Don't wrestle him.
Esteban Molina doesn't want to take the match. Donnie St. Michael is saying, I'm the commissioner. You'll take the match. He's in there. The match is about to start. I believe Donnie St. Michael calling for the bell now, and to get this thing underway, he is saying you will
It's
wrestle.
just the way it is, Lucas, all right? It's just the way it is.
I would not be surprised if Donnie St. Michael were to fire this man if he doesn't take the match. Donnie St. Michael will do anything to rain on these guys' parade.
Esteban's a former champ. I want to get in his head, Mr. J. He's a former champ. Yeah, I'll admit he's a legitimate threat to Ash Riot. Ash Riot is my boy. I'm going to protect my boy, Mr. J. And Johnny Lucas, Johnny Gunn. You know, he has to wrestle this match. It's just the way it is, all right? Accept it. Deal with it. I'm the boss. Accept it, all right?
Finally, Donnie St. Michael stops talking. Mr. J, I'm speechless. Many times I've travelled down the road with these two. As you know, Johnny Gunn and I, practically family. And to see this is just, it disheartens me.
Well, it'll be interesting to see exactly how the match is wrestled, of course. I mean, these two men both going out there at the moment. I was about to say perhaps we'll see a scientific battle out there, but we just saw a shot right on the chops there from Johnny Gunn.
A cheap shot.
Johnny Gunn still sporting some scars there from the wrestling world.
That's right, Mr. J. I was there firsthand, you know, scouting the talent down in Sydney, and I saw this, Mr. J. Johnny Gunn got slammed onto a trash can. He got stitches in his lip, Mr. J, and he's out there wrestling. More than I can say for you, Lucas. You're not even injured.
So you're saying that while you were scouting for talent in Sydney, you happened past a wrestling show as well? Is that what you're saying, Donnie St. Michael?
You're telling me that, yeah, okay, you went and you saw a wrestling show and then you see this guy that has stitches in his face and you decide, yeah, it's legally fine to put him in a wrestling ring. What are you, an idiot? Dad said, no, you're not even going to have the mic. Yeah, you can be a commissioner all you want, but you know, I'm sitting here tonight, this is my mic.
Went up and over,
reach
going
and grab like a child.
Esteban Molina hanging on to the...
Johnny Lucas, you're hanging on by a thin thread, all right? You're hanging on. Do you want to wrestle again?
You are lucky I'm not punching you out right now.
Do you want to wrestle again? Do you want to wrestle? Can you answer my question, please? Do you want to wrestle again?
Where do I happen to be tonight? I wonder, due to convenience?
There is a match going on here, gentlemen, and what we are seeing is Esteban Molina and Johnny Gunn out there going move for move at the moment. Big back body drop, reverse there, rolled up, but only a 2 count.
That's right, Mr. J. You know, Gunn's his best friend. You know, Gunn's one of his best friends, along with this scumbag sitting next to me. This scumbag, he can't even...
Watch your words.
Watch my words. What are you going to do about it?
I don't see Seoul, I don't see D-Star, I don't see Ash Riot around you.
They're just a scream away. They're just a scream away.
Yeah, too late. Big chop there. That has to hurt Esteban more than it's hurting Johnny Gunn right now. Spine buster there.
A big spine buster there. A big spine there. Esteban with the cover now.
2 count only.
That was Arn Anderson-like, I think, Mr.
Johnny
J, wasn't it?
Gunn manages to roll up that left shoulder. Esteban Molina is happy with the way things are going in terms of the match at the moment.
I think the crowd's a bit divided. They're like both of these guys, obviously. That's the smarts of the new commissioner, I think.
Takes him up, spins him round, tornado style, does a lap almost around the body there to drop down in that DDT. Hooks the leg, referee in position, only 2.5 count.
Isn't that right, Mr. Lucas? You're a good friend of these both as well, aren't you? You like them both. You love them wrestling. Why wouldn't you like and see them wrestling? Lucas.
Standing moonsault there.
2.
Don't disrespect the commish this time.
It's good to be out here with you, Mr. J. Unfortunately, I'm stuck with some moron off to the side of me. Johnny Gunn.
Good seats can be hard to find sometimes.
Johnny Gunn with the pin after a suplex. I'm sorry, Mr. J, I just can't continue. This is just dumbfound me. I'm sorry, this is...
Drops down with the leg drop now, does Johnny Gunn. Johnny Gunn going for the cover, 2 count only. Johnny Lucas doesn't know what to think here as his tag team partner, or his
tag team partner. He's the co-champion, Mr. J. His co-champion is in the ring wrestling Esteban Molina. That's what I do to people, you know. People I like, people I get along with.
I guess Donnie St. Michael proving that you don't cross the boss here tonight. He's proving that he is the boss and he can do whatever he likes here in PWA.
I exercise my power. This is my administration now, Mr. J. This is mine, and I'm going to do with it what I will.
Blocked the kick there, shot to the head, forearm shot there from Johnny Gunn. Irish whip off onto Esteban Molina. Esteban comes over top. Johnny Gunn goes into the turnbuckle and is then met with a big super kick.
Did you see that? Right in his lips where he got stitches. Did you see that, Lucas? I don't know if you saw that, but it just happened. Do you want me to tell you again? It just happened. He super kicked him right in the mouth.
How does this
where
fit
those
with
stitches were.
workplace health and safety, Donnie St.
It's
Michael?
fine. I've got it all covered, you know.
Oh, big chop to the chest there
Mr.
of Johnny
J,
Gunn.
seeing Johnny Lucas is not talking to me, can you please ask him if you saw Esteban Molina super kick Johnny Gunn in the mouth with those stitches?
Setting him up on the corner now is Esteban Molina
Can
and
you
a
ask him,
big
please?
chop. I think he can hear you, Donnie St. Michael.
Mr. J, you can tell Donnie St. Michael that I did see it. And once again, further proof that this match shouldn't be going ahead considering one of the competitors is already injured.
Oh, double-footed stop after that combination of moves. Saw Esteban Molina hung out over that second rope. Johnny Gunn coming down with all his weight behind that double-footed stomp to the chest.
Mr. J, can you please tell Johnny Lucas that commissioning knows best?
And a moonsault from the top now. Perhaps we can, I don't know, if we got a production guy that can put these guys on an alternate commentary track, maybe, and just have them talking here and I can commentate the match.
Mr. J, can you please tell Donnie St. Michael that he's a moron? And we're in the middle of a bloody police citizens youth club and he decides to pull this crap.
Picking him up by the hair, then dropping him face first down. Rolling him over and going for the cover now. Rolls over, holds the shoulder down, but only a 2 count. Johnny Gunn back to his feet. He's calling for one more.
That was
going
brutal,
back
Mr.
up the
J.
ropes.
Now look at Johnny Gunn.
Up onto the top. Esteban Molina waiting for him out of the way. And Johnny Gunn only gets canvas out there from that moonsault. Referee is making the count.
Mr. J, can you please tell Johnny Lucas that Johnny Gunn missed the moonsault?
Mr. J, can you please tell Donnie St. Michael that I saw the missed moonsault?
Referee up to a 6 count. Esteban Molina back to his feet.
Mr. J, can you please tell Johnny Lucas that Johnny Gunn busted his lip open, please?
I believe Johnny Gunn has busted open all of those stitches in his lip once again.
Mr. J, can you please ask Donnie St. Michael if he's planning on driving Johnny Gunn to the hospital so they can be fixed again?
Kick to the midsection, Irish whip off, catches him through, takes him through with it. It's almost turning in midair there. It was like Johnny Gunn was trying to reverse out of it, but still managed to get taken through.
Mr. J, can you please tell Johnny Lucas that I'm not Johnny Lucas's tag partner. I'm not Johnny Gunn's best friend, sorry.
Rolling
And,
neck breaker,
I think
going for a cover, 2 count only. I've just decided I'm going to talk over them both now, and I'm just going to keep commentating this match. Johnny Gunn being picked up with a handful of hair by Esteban Molina. Takes him off, drops him down with a big DDT, does Johnny Gunn. Esteban Molina definitely hurt after that one. Johnny Gunn now back up, going for the slice spread, up and over with it. Gets full forced and drops him back. Working the back of the head now, goes for the cover. Probably too close to the ropes anyway, but still manages to get a 2 count. Johnny Gunn now checking his lip there, coming up with a handful of blood. Bringing Esteban Molina off the ropes, back into the ring. Johnny Gunn climbing the ropes once again, back up to the top. Esteban Molina laying prone, and that is a huge leg drop off the top. Oh, that was about 2 3/4 there. Anything to add, Donny St. Michael?
Finally let me talk, are you, Mr. J? Oh, look at this. Oh, no, Esteban reserve.
Esteban Molina up and
Reverses.
takes him over. Turns him round, almost hits him in a stunner type maneuver. And that is a 3. Esteban Molina gets the win.
Mr. J, can you please tell Johnny Lucas that Johnny Gunn lost?
Esteban Molina gets the 3 by almost taking one of Johnny Gunn's own moves and using it against him, getting the win, one might say, for almost from out of nowhere. Esteban Molina checking on Johnny Gunn, checking to see if he's okay. These men are friends. Esteban Molina gives Johnny Gunn a hug. Johnny Gunn just hit him again, then up and over once again with that slice. And now he's calling. Is he calling? He's bringing out the new Assassin Squad. He's bringing out D-Star. He's bringing out Seoul. The referee is calling for the bell to get these men out of here.
May I please introduce to you the newest member of the new Assassin Squad, Johnny Gunn.
What? What?
How do you like that, Johnny? You like that, Johnny?
Johnny Gunn is the new member of the new Assassin Squad. And Johnny Gunn flips the bird at Johnny Lucas. Johnny Lucas can't believe it. Johnny Lucas is incredulous.
Go back to England.
This guy is like no brother to me. But no more, Esteban. No more. I'm sick and tired of being in your shadow. I'm sick of it. Donnie is going to show me the right way. That's right. No, hold that one. Stay, come on. Come on, your greasy hair.
Johnny Lucas coming into the ring. Johnny Lucas trying to protect Esteban, trying to move them back. Johnny Lucas in there trying to give his friend some air, some breathing space from the new Assassin Squad.
I thought you were with it. I thought you were 100%.
You have a chance to prove yourself tomorrow. We're going to team for one last time.
What?
You're either with us or you're with us. Make your choice.
Johnny Gunn with an ultimatum for Johnny Lucas. Johnny Gunn is saying tomorrow night in Bray Park they will team once more as a tag team, but that he is a part of the new Assassin Squad and that Johnny Lucas is either with them or against them.
His choice, you better.
Introducing first, he is 172 centimeters of high-flying wrestling skill. He stands in no man's shadow. He is the Shadow. From Japan, Shadow Phoenix.
I'm joined here at ringside by the ultimate athlete, AJ Istria. AJ, you've got to be surprised, certainly, with the goings-on with Johnny Gunn, and you've got to be impressed to be seeing this man back here in a Queensland ring, Shadow Phoenix.
I do admit I was surprised to see the goings-on with Johnny Gunn. I thought he was a good kid. I thought he was better than that. We had a few good matches, but to be honest, I don't think we'll truly know what's going on until tomorrow night when Johnny Lucas finds out. As for Shadow Phoenix, you can see the respect he has with our regular fans in attendance and the awe on the faces of all the young kids in attendance knowing that they're about to witness something special.
His opponent, the elder statesman of Queensland wrestling, the PWA standard of technical excellence, the reigning PWA Queensland champion, Obie Cartel.
For the first time ever, one of PWA Queensland's greatest champions faces off against one of the most decorated men to ever set foot in a PWA Queensland ring, Shadow Phoenix. Both men are very well versed in many different styles of wrestling, and both have travelled all over the world. Will Obie's size and power be too much for Shadow Phoenix, or will Shadow's high flying be able to score him the win here tonight? All I know is that this is the match I have been looking forward to since I saw it announced a couple of weeks ago, and this match will certainly be one to watch, not only tonight, but in the future annals of professional wrestling.
People say Chris Hero versus Shadow Phoenix was the greatest match they've ever witnessed live. I don't think people are going to really understand until they go home tonight and reminisce just how good this match will be. And they will realise this is in fact arguably the finest wrestling we're ever going to see.
Obie Cartel, certainly a talented in-ring competitor, former international champion, current Queensland champion, and he's stepping there into the ring with another former Queensland champion, the man who never lost the belt, Shadow Phoenix.
Exactly right. Shadow Phoenix had to actually drop the belt due to commitments in Japan. Shadow Phoenix never lost. For all what we know, Shadow Phoenix could still be champion to this very day.
Both men trading those wrist locks there now. Shadow Phoenix coming up with that hammer lock now on Obie Cartel. Both men trading some backwards and forwards catch-can out there.
Yes, but as you can see the distinct difference in styles just there alone. Obie Cartel's a technician, but Shadow Phoenix has a very unorthodox way about going about things. Shadow Phoenix uses a lot more faster pace, a lot of rolls, a lot of flips. Obie Cartel would rather use a simple movement, but Shadow Phoenix does what he does best, and it's proven successful so far.
Going for a double leg takedown on Obie Cartel. Obie Cartel trying to fight it, use that size and weight advantage to his advantage.
Beautiful sprawl by Obie Cartel.
Comes out the side though, does Shadow Phoenix, grabs the head and tries to grab the arm as well.
It will be interesting to see how much of a size difference is going to affect this match. Obie Cartel isn't that much taller than Shadow Phoenix, but he's certainly a lot stockier.
Grabs the armbar with it, wrenches down on it as well, working on the shoulder, dropping down the knee into the elbow joint there of Shadow Phoenix. Shadow Phoenix rolling from harm's way there, trying to shake some life back into that left arm.
We all know what one knee can do. All it takes is one good strike to end the match, and for all we know, that knee may have just changed the outcome of the match.
It's been a little while since I've seen Shadow Phoenix live. Certainly he's not looking like he's lost a step out there already. If anything, it looks like he might have picked up a couple.
I'd also like to point out this match is going a lot different than any Shadow Phoenix match we've ever seen. Maybe this is because his game plan in facing Obie Cartel, maybe not. But as far as I'm concerned, Obie Cartel better be happy with how this match is going so far, even though he's in a chin lock. Beautiful reversal there by Obie Cartel. Easily one of the best technical wrestlers in not just Queensland wrestling, but Australian wrestling history.
Lots of counters and reversals we are seeing in this match for sure. Both men, I guess, trying to get a grip with the other men. The first time either of these men have faced off. Obie Cartel with that wrist lock, hammering down on that shoulder and again working on that left arm.
Now, being a young guy, I don't want to be telling Shadow Phoenix what he should do, but just from a strict fan point of view, a puncher in the seat, if, you know, just as a bit of an armchair critic, I'd just like to say I think Shadow Phoenix better rethink his strategy and speed this game up, because if he stays on the mat, Obie Cartel is bound to out-wrestle him for sure. He's done well so far. Obie Cartel showing respect just there, but Obie Cartel has shown time and time again he can go the distance on the mat.
Well, we're seeing a very methodical approach, as you have said, from Shadow Phoenix here. Very different to the usual high-flying, the quick-pace match, the flying arm bars, the whatever else that Shadow Phoenix can throw at it. We're seeing almost a European with Japanese slants to it, and just as I say that, Shadow Phoenix almost steps into the next gear there, and this is more, I think, what everybody was expecting straight from the outset. Look at that drop kick.
Obie Cartel definitely does not have the speed of a Shadow Phoenix, but he's got the power that Shadow lacks.
Big shoulder block sends Shadow down to the mat, and Shadow is out into the front row there, greeting some of his ringside fans there now. Shadow Phoenix with a thumbs up and a high five there for a couple of ringside fans.
The kids love it, but you can bet bottom dollar this is definitely frustrating Obie Cartel. He had the advantage, and now he's lost it once more.
Well, it's certainly the case that Shadow Phoenix has the speed advantage and Obie Cartel has the power advantage. We have
Just look at
definitely
the
seen
sheer
that.
respect between these two. If this was one of the Nightmare Assassin Squad douchebags, Obie Cartel would have cheap-shotted Shadow Phoenix as he tried to get back in the ring. But this just goes to show what pro wrestling should be. It shouldn't be about the stupid crap going on backstage with the factions, Mason being a douche, Esteban being a douche. I like Esteban, but he can be a douche. It shouldn't be about that. What it should be about is what it's about in ring. Honor, integrity. You get what I'm feeling, Jay?
I get you 100%, but look at what we're seeing once again. Obie Cartel dropping down with a couple of knees there to that arm, working on it with the boot, stretching it out, then jumping down on it there with the leg, coming up and dropping down again, once again with that elbow joint and knee meeting in the center of the ring, and that is not going to be doing anything at all for the left arm of Shadow Phoenix.
No, not at all. I've got to agree there with you, Mr. J. Obie Cartel just driving his elbow. Mr. J, I don't know whether you've experienced that, you know, being kicked out of all the numerous exclusive nightclubs that I'm sure you frequent every single night, being the party boy that you are. But that absolutely kills. I don't think you'll ever comprehend that.
Hip toss there, picture perfect from Obie Cartel.
And back on the arm.
Back to the arm again, dropping down with that leg drop, all of his body weight once again into the elbow joint of Shadow Phoenix. I'd be surprised if Shadow Phoenix has anything more than 50% feeling tops in that arm now.
Exactly right. He's going to need feeling back in that arm. But with that said, I was about to say, he's still got the strength in his legs and he needs to utilize that.
Calls him in, goes for the drop kick though. He might have almost telegraphed that one by sort of calling in Obie Cartel. Obie Cartel, far too well schooled, far too smart to fall for that, moves out of the way, and Shadow Phoenix lands back first on the mat. But look at that, catches him with that kick for sure.
He's just far too quick for Obie Cartel, but Obie Cartel smells blood. He's not going to lighten up on that shoulder, that's for sure.
Both men down on the mat at the moment, and what a match we are seeing, AJ Istria. Certainly 100% different to what I would have thought we were going to see here tonight.
Agreed. I didn't expect to see Shadow Phoenix try and match him for his ground game, but with that said, very ignorant of me to even say that, as I haven't seen any of his recent stuff.
Look at those kicks to the midsection, then a big back elbow. Ow, and look at that forearm to the chin, almost a rolling elbow there, and a flying clothesline as well. That combination certainly has Obie Cartel seeing stars.
Exactly right. Shadow Phoenix going for the kill.
And going to the top at the same time.
It excites the fans, but you've always got to question whether it's a good idea. But to be honest, I don't care as long as the in-ring product is as good as it is.
Oh! Stepped off just about as high as he could get on Obie Cartel's chest.
I have never seen a missile drop kick that high before.
That was a thing of beauty. That was a thing of beauty. You can watch that. You can watch that on replay. You can watch that on frame by frame. And I defy you to find a better looking drop kick from the top.
Exactly right. It's very hot out here. Oh, Shadow Phoenix rolls out. That is truly amazing. As I was about to say, it's very hot out here, so it's hard to regather your breath. Brutal lariat there by Obie Cartel. It's hard to gather your breath, which is why I think we're seeing a lot longer for Obie Cartel to come back than what it normally takes.
Obie Cartel picking Shadow Phoenix up off the mat. Things going his way once again. But you can see that Obie Cartel is definitely hurting. He's definitely feeling the abuse and punishment that has been delivered. But just as I say that, he hits that jackhammer. Picture perfect, but only 2.5 count there, says the referee.
Exactly right. Big match for referee Mario Vasily Geronimos. Uba Duba Lupa, whatever his name is.
Crossface in there now. He's got the arm hooked and he's wrenching back. Doesn't have him quite in the center of the ring, but he's certainly got him far enough away from the ropes at the moment.
And to Obie Cartel's advantage, I know this trick in the game. The referee is currently not facing anywhere towards the ropes, so even if Shadow reaches the ropes, the referee's not going to see it.
Well, sort of Obie Cartel definitely had it placed so that Shadow Phoenix's face and his arm were almost directly in the center of the ring. That means that even if he does make it to the rope, he's going to expend so much energy just to get himself there as well.
Exactly right. And with how much Obie Cartel has worked on that arm before, the numerous knee drops, leg drops, elbows, driving the knee into the joint, that's going to take even more out of him. And I think we're going to really struggle to see Shadow Phoenix come back. Let's mix it with the heat. The climate in Japan's different. Let's mix it with the travel Shadow Phoenix has taken to get here. Obie Cartel came from the Gold Coast. All the factors are currently playing against Shadow Phoenix, and it's going to be one of the true underdog stories if he comes back.
Shadow Phoenix manages to block it. Obie Cartel going for his move there. Shadow Phoenix went through. Big super kick blocks from Obie Cartel. Ducks under the lariat. Ducks under the back heel kick there.
I think I should eat my words about missing the...
Big spine buster from Obie Cartel.
As I was about to say, I think I should eat my words. Obie Cartel is proving he definitely has a lot of gas still left in the tank. Very quick off the mark.
Obie Cartel is definitely hurting. You can tell that he's taken punishment in the ring, but certainly not enough to count him out. Going for the cover, hooking the leg, and look at the body positioning of Obie Cartel, putting the entire weight of his body high up on the chest of Shadow Phoenix, making it harder for him to kick out there and hooking that leg.
Using your weight to your advantage, Mr. J.
Most definitely. Obie Cartel picking him up again by the head, setting him up for something. Suplex, perhaps?
Ooh.
Reversed out anyway, and that was picture perfect once again. I don't think that there's much that Shadow Phoenix does that isn't.
Exactly right. Shadow Phoenix going for one of his patented moves, the 450 splash. This is a sight to behold.
That is a thing of beauty. The 450 hits it picture perfect out there, and you could... Obie Cartel was down for the 3.
The breath away of the audience. I hope the cameras catch that. Wait a minute. Is that D-Star in the background? That douchebag's had severe problems with Obie Cartel.
Obie Cartel down for the 3 count from the 450 there. Obie Cartel, though, he's down on the mat at the moment, but it looked like Obie Cartel got that shoulder up just after the 3 count. So Obie Cartel certainly hurt, but far from done for. Any man can get a 3 count on any night, but what a match we saw from both of these men. So very different to what I thought, yet so beautiful and perfect in its own way.
Agreed. And a very enjoyable match.
Obie Cartel saluting Shadow Phoenix, but D-Star runs in and connects with a clothesline on Obie Cartel from out of nowhere.
You don't like to see this shit, Mr. J, and I'm sorry for my French, but you just don't like to see this. I would love to interfere, but there is a big table blocking the way right now. I can't get to him. I wish I could. This is painful for me to sit here and watch.
Obie Cartel dropped down to the mat. D-Star now working on that arm, that left arm of Obie Cartel. D-Star certainly has history with Obie Cartel, and he is taking it out on that left arm of his tonight. Referee out there trying to move him on, not having much luck at the moment. Some might say he's actually pretty hopeless at moving on D-Star. D-Star's not even listening.
Some of the ladies in the crowd trying to will Obie Cartel back, but after a match like that, you just don't see it.
Shadow Phoenix is coming out to break it up instead. Shadow Phoenix coming around there and moving D-Star out of the way.
This match has been commissioned and sanctioned by the Pro Wrestling Alliance of Queensland. It is scheduled for one fall and is to determine the PWA International Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the contestants to the ring.
Holding his face. He's still holding his face from the slap.
So he should. Sorry for my outburst before, Mr. J. Some stuff basically came up that I obviously had to try and figure out.
Well, Johnny Lucas, I mean, there was, I guess, an offer of sorts made. Johnny Gunn said that he would team with you tomorrow night, but that after the match that you would need to make a decision that whether you were, I guess, for the new Assassin Squad or whether you were against them.
There's a lot of issues which come between that, Mr. J. It's outcome 0. Obviously, there's the close friendship and family bond that I pretty much have with Johnny Gunn, but then there's also the fact that I just hate Tony St. Michael and everything that Nass represents.
And this is our title match here, our main event, booked only about half an hour ago by Donnie St. Michael. He had made this match after Zero came out and slapped the new international champion, Ash Riot, right across the face. Ash Riot had a bit of a girl cry, and then he demanded that they make this match.
I believe there was something about girly promises and wrist bracelets.
Ash Riot!
Well, I don't know if exactly how to put this, but I think Ash Riot may be on his lady days, if you know what I mean, Johnny Lucas.
I do. It's that time of the month, I guess, and it's time to step away from Ash Riot for a week.
He's got the painters in, and look what they've done to his outfit. That's what I say.
I believe it looks as though he's gone to the bargain basement of tights and just grabbed whatever had the same colours.
Well, this one is about to get underway. Interesting that Donnie St. Michael made it a title match. There was certainly no, he didn't have to, yet he made it a title match here. He obviously has confidence in his champion, Ash Riot. Well, he's certainly going to need it going in there against the underground champion, Zero.
Yeah, it's just awkward. Ash Riot doesn't appear to have the same confidence that Donnie St. Michael has in him. Obviously, Zero, he's well aware of his own capabilities. Ash Riot, he's still growing as a performer in front of our eyes. This is sure to be one very almost mismatched style match.
And there's another slap across the face. That is not, and I repeat, not going to make Ash Riot or Donnie St. Michael happy in any way, shape or form.
Those are head games right there. He knew what the slap did to Ash Riot before. Now he's just teasing me. He's showing him, look, no matter what you do, I can always slap you.
Look at those reversals so quick there from Zero. Ash Riot, though, stepping down, bringing him down, trying to come out from behind. As he got the nose, he can look a handful of face there, pulling back on it to break the hold and come up with that arm bar. Zero now rolling out of it, nipping back up to his feet, grabbing the arm of his own and putting it through into a side headlock there, Johnny Lucas.
Looking at it, Zero is on a mission. He's on a mission for the international title. He knows he can get it. He knows he can beat Ash Riot. It's just a matter of doing it.
Amazing. That was, I think, Ash Riot there almost trying to break your amazing 2-inch vertical leap record there on that leapfrog.
I still maintain it.
Ash Riot getting the hell out of Dodge and holding hands with Donnie St. Michael while he was doing it. I half expected the two of them to go off skipping out the door there for a second.
I think he's hoping for a sonnet, maybe.
I thought he might have been going for a lap dance. He sat down. I thought Donnie was going to come and give him, shake his moneymaker.
He would have. I don't believe Riot had any cash on him, though. So
okay.
Couldn't quite follow that lead.
Coming through and caught an arm drag down into that figure 4 arm bar once again from Zero.
Ash Riot slowly making his way up to his feet, pulling at the face, pulling him into the corner there, driving his shoulders into the waist. Zero whips him off. Zero bouncing off, coming back.
And look at that timing. That was so close. Caught him again and peeled him out. Bounces off the ropes. Comes through. 2 count only. That running shooting star press.
He's on a mission, Mr. J. I've never seen him so focused on his way out to the ring. This is a new Zero.
And the international champion already looking in trouble out there. Reversal on the whip, though, comes through, ducks under the clothesline, comes through with the head scissors on Ash Riot. Ash Riot once again to the outside, and Ash Riot cannot be happy with how this match is going. Dives through the ropes straight into Ash Riot, right in front of our ringside fans. That's what you get for your ringside tickets here at PWA Queensland. Referee giving them the standing 10 on the floor.
Zero, the first one up to his feet. Grabs him by the head, throws him in. He's going to be upset. Ash Riot's going to be upset that his throw hook's been dismantled.
I did nothing.
Zero climbing up to the... No. Still on the apron.
Outside, signaling. Oh! Not sure what he was going for, but he was met with a big forearm there, power forearm there.
Donnie St. Michael.
Donnie St. Michael, of course he is involved.
How usual. Same usual tactics.
Who would? Yeah, I mean, I think there's not a person in this audience that did not expect Donnie to get involved in this match, Johnny Lucas.
I said earlier before that it was obviously Donnie St. Michael had some confidence in the abilities of Ash Riot. It's obviously Donnie St. Michael has confidence in the abilities that he has to win the match for Ash Riot. Clearly the power getting to the head of Donny St. Michael.
Well, Ash Riot, it's certainly been enough for him to take the advantage, possibly for the first time in this match, throwing Zero head first into those corner turnbuckles, introducing him to two of them. I think Ash Riot is a little perturbed at being shown up here in, I guess, really his first actual title defense. No offense to Robbie Irons, but do we really count that as a title defense?
I don't think we can count Robbie Irons as anything, really.
12-0, we can count him for that. Was 0-12, technically.
Consistent, Mr. J.
Consistency we can count on. Zero back up to his feet. Ash Riot comes in, backs him into the ropes, whips him off once again, catches himself on the ropes, does Zero, and meets Ash Riot with that big boot to the midsection, up and over. Sunset flips him, holds him. Unfortunately, couldn't get those feet over the shoulders to hold him down, or we could very well have already seen a new international champion.
Very close there. Ash Riot straight back onto offense. Gutbuster there over his knee. And a European uppercut. So he's grasping for air.
He's not so European. No. Ash, he's not so European Riot.
I believe he added a little Twizzler curl to it at the start. That's not European.
Effeminate, I would go so far as to say. There's nothing effeminate about that chop, though.
Let's just be honest. Let's just call it gay, really.
Caught him with the hands.
Trying to go again.
Got caught, though. Setting him up in that Boston Crab, that lion tamer type maneuver.
This is the second time tonight Zero's been caught in this move. How's he going to be able to get out?
Perhaps a new form almost of Riot control there. Ash Riot's previous finish move, I haven't seen it in a long time, but look at him just sitting down on it. Look at the way those knees, look at the way that lower back is being forced on Zero. But not enough to finish him off. Zero makes it to the ropes. Referee makes the break. Ash Riot and Donny St. Michael cannot believe it.
Ash Riot is not happy. Not happy. I think first off, he's not happy in the fact that it's the time of the month. Second, for the fact that he has to defend his title in a match that he obviously really didn't want. And now he cannot put away Zero like he wants.
Well, he's got terrible cramps. I understand his flow is terrible out there as well. Setting him up, running in, catching only a big boot to the face. After being slapped in the face a couple of times, that boot is not going to register well with Ash Riot.
Zero is calling for the top. What's he got planned?
Zero going back up to the top, to the high rent district.
Haven't seen Zero up in those area codes for a while.
Oh, brought down mighty quick. Straight from the penthouse to the outhouse, as they say.
Do they really?
They do.
Oh, that's nice.
Come on, get off it, Ash. Come on, get off the throat.
Clearly, I think I need to be a little bit more well-travelled like you, Mr. J.
Hung up there. Mamma mia! Runs through with that drop kick to the head. And just left him hanging up there.
The real champion.
Pulls him back to the center of the ring now. Listen to the fans getting behind Zero.
And Ash Riot locking in a very deep sleeper right now.
I don't think so.
And like Obie Cartel in the last match, he might not exactly have Zero in the center of the ring, but he has his head pointing in that direction, meaning that if Zero wants to get out of it, get back to his feet, or try and make it to the ropes, it's going to be slightly harder for him to do so, but he's coming up with those elbows to the midsection. He just tried to grab a handful of hair and throw him back down. Zero has none.
And this is our international champion.
It looks like he's trying to set him up for the package pile driver here.
He's stopping, he's stalling for us.
Setting him up, got him up, no reversal. Hurricanrana from the package pile driver. Running knee right to the face of Ash Riot, and the champ is down.
Once again, he's going up top.
He's on the top, setting him up once again for the moonsault. Right over.
He's got him.
Slides in.
What?
Oh, referee, I believe, was a little slow to come in there. Counts a 2.5, and that little slowness and coming down could have made the difference to a new international champion.
That was a 3, Mr. J. I could swear that was a 3.
Setting him up once again. No, Ash Riot goes behind, runs him into the ropes, tries to bounce off. Zero hangs on, ducks under a clothesline, grabs up Ash Riot, picks him up, goes for a slam, holds him now, drops down into a pinning combination. 2 count only. It almost looked like he was going to go for a tombstone or something himself. Didn't get all of it, but managed to make the best of the predicament into that pinning combination.
He worked himself around into that position. Obviously, Riot now knows that he can now be put into the tombstone. Oh!
And there's double knees right to the chin from the looks of it.
Doesn't want it. What's he?
This is very much looking like 2010 could be the year of Zero. We said it in his match earlier. Zero definitely. Oh, look at that. Zero going to the top, and he's taken down by Donnie St. Michael. Ash Riot.
On the rope.
Was that a 3? Oh, come on! Referee is calling it a 3. Ash Riot with his feet on the ropes.
Yeah! Get the belt! Get the belt!
Ash Riot may be the PWA International Champion, but if there is one thing we saw tonight, it could be that even though his reign is less than a month old, it could quite easily come to an end with all of the people here in PWA Queensland, let alone the people around Australia, hating on Donnie St. Michael and Ash Riot right now and looking for a taste of the gold. Do you really see Ash Riot as a long-term champ?